shit. Goddamn broken controller, at least I know I grabbed the right one when I left. There, huh? Shit. Let's do it 4 high. And then let's just do this so that I have a framework to work with. So that I'm not just kind of guessing in the dark. Otherwise that would end up probably turning out pretty bad. If I'm just guessing. I don't really have a set goal on how to do this. Shit, I need to check my phone again. Shit. Yeah, let's just pull it around here to about here-ish. And then set it back across this side. It just needs to be large enough to
Well, I don't know why I haven't changed my name. I made this name for a joke.
Because otherwise this could end up looking... Shit. Yeah, I don't know how far I need to extend it yet. Because I need to finish this bit before I can do that. So I guess I kind of need to look at some images for
Why did you make a live stream?
I don't even know who that is. Because I got messaged to make a stream, and I have nothing else to do right now. Besides, sit here and, yeah. Shit. You know what, a video will work better for my purposes. I'm sure there's gotta be some video footage of the help room. Alright, let's get here. If I can actually access.
Are you okay? You don't sound well.
I personally am fine, but I am kind of, stressing over something. Did this fucking dude not open the help room? Like, what the hell? How the hell does he have a flamethrower if he didn't open? Must have gone through a different way. Wait, there it is. That's him in the help room. So if we go back to right there. Shit. It's gonna be really hard to do this room without actually being able to see the proper dimensions of the room or anything. Just going off of little bits of video footage. It's gonna make this incredibly difficult. I guess we should start with the box. So let's grab 2 barrels. Actually, we should probably have the second one like that. And then we need to grab a spruce wood block. Let's grab birch buttons for the actual question marks, because I can't really think of another way of doing it. It doesn't need to be here, it needs to be like outward to right here-ish.
I'm gonna watch Danton.
What the hell? Goddamn text-to-speech is worthless. Can't tell what anything says. Go ahead. We need to put shelf space right here, so let's just use scaffolding. And then right here we can just, what the shit, fuck it, let's just place that right here so that we have something to block off this area. Actually, you know what, let's make it a full block so that we can, yeah, we can do better than that. Let's grab stone brick stair and then let's just put a lamp on it. Lantern, 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 there we go. And then I kinda fucked this up, cause, oh no, it'll float. Alright, there we go. And then I just do it like that. Yeah, there we go. Shit, I need to go back to that video so that I can actually see what the room looks like. This is gonna be extremely difficult to build this shitty footage. Dude, you're on round, like, 7. Why are you corner camping? Look around the room. God damn. Some people play like pussies. Bro, you can't even... Alright, there we go. It'd be better if I could use something besides this. This is the only thing I'll be able to get that has the proper shelf texture. It'd be nice if I could get that, but with a darker color like gray or iron. But without a texture pack, that's the best we can do. Alright, let's put a barrel right here. Come on. Dude, piss off. Oh my god, dude. Eat the fucking fattest bag of cock you can find. Fuck bedrock, dude. Bro, you have to literally, like, be fucking floating above this shit just to place it. It's so gay. How the fuck? There we go. Now we have, like, a crate in the corner. And then there's gonna end up being a staircase coming out from right here. So let's do that. Because, yeah, the staircase is gonna have to come out to about here-ish. And then we can put more shelving in. Then we can add a radio in right here. Just a little background decoration in the corners to create some, it's more of an atmosphere than if the room were blank or empty or whatever. You should also do something right here too. We'll worry about that later. We need stone staircases. Come on, pick the fuck up. There we go. Alright, let's just do it right here.
Can you play the legendary Phoenix again?
Yeah, I'm not doing that. That map is boring as hell. And I completed everything that map has to offer. So going back to it at this point would be pointless. Also nice, we have exactly 115 subscribers. That kind of makes this a bit perfect. Speaking of which, we might actually, that might be a good idea to add some oil canisters or vats of 115 in some of these corners to create a bit more, more atmosphere. Where's water, 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 water. There we go. Put 3 in that one and 1 in the other. Piss off, empty bottles. No one needs you. Then we need black, black, black. There it is. There we we go.
114. Subs.
Yeah, 114 now. Someone unsubbed. Probably you as a joke. Alright, well now we have, like, that little corner filled out, so that kind of makes this situation turn out a bit better. We should probably do this too, since we have, just have a random hole here. We know something's gonna go here eventually, so it just kind of makes sense to fill it in, rather than leave it open. Because then it'll just be something we have to do later. Seeing as we're already kind of struggling getting this room design picked up. Shit, how is that gonna work though? We might have to extend it out a bit right here. Doesn't matter though. In the end, the exterior of the building doesn't matter as much as the interior, and we can go back and fix up the exterior for the hell of it later. Kind of like what we did with the area right over here, where we went back and added some exterior decoration to fix it up. But this is only mild decoration. It'll have to be more than this in a minute.
How did Germany make Bunker S?
I mean, it's a pretty simple process. It's just a bunch of concrete and steel.
Oh cool, you're working on this again. Hi.
Yeah, I am. But, shit, yeah, we should probably, fuck, I'm gonna have to go back and look at the video again so I can actually see what the room looks like. Shit, I should have just left side chat on this time. I probably should have thought about that, seeing as I'm gonna be doing a lot of switching, which means I'm not gonna be able to have a lot of time to read chat, and voice chat's barely useful. Shit, go back into the corner so I can see the room layout again. It needs widened, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Shit, so we're just gonna have to scrap this area right now. Fuck, we're gonna have to think of more decorations to put in here then. We're gonna have to move these over, because this room needs to be wider, otherwise it won't work right. Ah, shit, how much wider does the room have to be? Come on, go back into the corner. Wait, shit. Come on, asshole. Hold still for more than 2 seconds, why don't you? There we go. Alright, so now I can see the room a bit better.
Play 2B2T.
That's literally not fucking possible. If you make another shitty suggestion, I swear to God I'll mute you.
It's on Minecraft.
Shit, let's find, fucker, stone walls that come the fuck on. Why is this menu laid out like such a piece of shit? There it is.
Play TB2T.
Yeah, I'm about to fucking start muting people. I'm not in the fucking mood to deal with any of this shit. Alright, let's do that, and then let's put some table over here, because there's supposed to, no, we need a darker color, because there's supposed to be a table right here with a lantern on it, right after there's like a little post right there on the map that goes up. Oh, they changed it so it connects. Fucking wonderful, so now we're gonna have to move it over by one more. Damn it. And then we'll have to put something there to fill in space now. Where the hell are the candles? There they are. Alright, now we need to put the lantern on here. Wait, I can just grab this one. And actually, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna move that, put the lantern on the top of there, and then we'll just, shit, you know what? It's fine. It can stay open. So, is this good enough? Shit, the room's probably gonna have to be centered too, otherwise it won't come out right, will it?
There's a little feature where if you shoot the radio in that room it plays music, but I'm sure you already knew that.
Yes, I did.
But still don't forget the radio.
It plays the fucking Third Reich marching theme. Well, actually, no, it plays a really good theme that's extremely underrated that no one ever talks about. The Third Reich marching theme is from, I think, like, the mobile version of the game had that. Which I don't even know if that mobile version was licensed by Activision.
It plays multiple themes.
Or whether it was just ripped off. But the main theme it plays is the, that guitar one, which was really fucking good that no one ever talks about. It's unfortunate because it is a really good theme, but you just never have anyone talk about it. People kind of forget about it because it was so long ago, and honestly the map just wasn't never really popular because it was the first one and it just didn't have a lot of content. Yeah, shit. So now if we do it like this, this is gonna have to be long enough. We can't extend it too far. We don't have enough room. We don't have enough, well, not enough room. We don't have enough, whatever it's called, to because we could keep extending it this way by quite a few blocks without having to worry. It's not room that's the problem. It's something else. I don't know, but it's not room that's the problem. We have plenty of space. We could expand out if we needed to. I don't need to expand out. It needs to stop here, I guess. Shit. This needs building too, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Shit, we're gonna have to clear out all of that too, so that's gonna be a thing. Let's just drop the lanterns. We don't need them. Actually, you know what? Oh, no, we do need the scaffolding, because there's another shelf right here. Oh, and wait, there was something in this corner too. What was it? Ow. No, we're gonna have to put lanterns on the roof too. That's what it was. There were crates over here. But we don't have actual crates, so let's substitute.
How do you kill the electric zombie in transit?
You just hit it with the Gavin Knuckles. It only takes a few hits from the Gavin Knuckles and it'll go down. Where the hell, what can I use for... Right, I can use dried kelp for, shit, but not that configuration. Well, that's the only way I can get it. So that's just gonna have to do. And then we can put something else on top to be small little crates and shit like that to kind of stack it up a bit. Where the hell?
Shout out.
No, no one will ever be getting a shout out. If people want subscribers, they should earn them, not beg for them. Where the fuck do we have? Here we go. This will work. Just put it like that. It's not perfect, but we don't have the ability to add plugins, so we just gonna have to work with what we have.
F blah 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 you.
Yeah, fuck you too, kid. You come in here out of nowhere and automatically think you're gonna get a fucking shout out, or think that there's even the slightest possibility that anybody in here would want a shout out. You're a fucking dumbass 9-year-old. Earn your subs, pussy. Fucking idiot. Got 5 of them every stream. I'm just a small-time creator looking for subs. Or, oh, I have quite a few subs. I'll give you guys a shout out if you sub to me. It's always the fucking same.
I know it might take a while. But do you think in the future you'll build Kino? I am not a kid, BCH.
Oh, you're not a kid. You're just a dumbass who acts like one. Got it. Yeah, I might build Kino one of these days, but probably not. The map would require too much building. The walls are so high in a lot of those rooms. It would take hours without world edit, and it just wouldn't come out as well as I'd like it to. If I do ever build Kino, it'll be more like the Kino that I built a long time ago, which is to say a miniaturized version of it. Same amount of rooms, but with, you know, less
You're
height,
terrible at
width
building.
to them.
Kino would be fun as hell to play hide and seek on.
Yeah, dude, your opinion matters to me so much, dude. Dude, I care so much about your opinion, dude. Let me go check out your channel real quick. Oh yeah, no subscribers, and you're subscribed to fucking James Clark over here and Simulation Nation. You're subscribed
Thanks,
to 2
bro.
people and you have no subscribers, bro. Your opinion matters so much to me. Honestly, dude, I'm about to delete my channel, man. You broke my heart over here. I'm heartbroken, truly. Your opinion mattered that fucking much to me. Alright, let's fucking go into survival so we can just clear out this dirt real quick. Or
Yay.
not, because Bedrock's fucking thing is shit. Personal game mode, survival. There we go. clear out all this dirt. It's just gonna be an inconvenience to do by hand, and I don't have time for that. Grab the dirt so I can fill that in. How far do we need this to go? It needs to be longer than this by a considerable amount.
Bradley is mad.
So let's make it go to about
How old are you anyway?
I think this should... Nah, we're gonna have to make it longer than that. Otherwise it won't come out that nice. Older than you mentally, because apparently you still think it's okay to go around the internet begging for shit like you're some fucking homeless ass bitch begging for coins on the side of the road. Yeah, we need to clear out all this dirt.
'Cause I can.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you could murder a child and you could do a lot of shit. Doesn't mean you should, but yeah, you could do that. There's a lot of shit you could do. I guess that's the thing about, you know, growing up, is eventually you realize just because you can do something doesn't mean you should, huh? Fucking idiot.
It is the fact I don't care anymore.
Oh, and then we got that default ass profile picture, meaning your ass doesn't even have the intelligence to change your profile picture. Yeah, we need to fill all this concrete in. This room's probably going to be one of the more difficult ones to do. And obviously it's not going to be dimensionally accurate, just because we're going off a more rugged style rather than an exact copy-paste. Which, I mean, we could do if I, you know, actually had World War II, or World at War, I mean. Or even if I just had Black Ops 1, but we don't really need to do such a rigid design. Or rigid, I guess I should say. Hi, Joel, Luacart? I'm gonna say Luacart. Yeah, let's keep filling all this in. We're not gonna be able to finish up the exterior and make this thing actually look
Emoji
nice
happy
if the
tears.
inside's still
Emoji
so
happy
bad.
tears. Do you like Marvel?
It has things about it that are good and things about it that are bad. It really depends. I think it might need to be longer than this by a bit. Because there's one barrier here, and then there's another barrier here and here, and then there's the barrier, yeah.
Who is your favorite character in Marvel? Batman dies in Endgame.
Yeah,
Hey,
dude.
can I tell you something?
That DC character completely just dies in the middle of Endgame. But, my favorite Marvel character? I don't know. I'd probably just, yeah, no, I don't know.
Groot.
It depends. Because if you were going to ask me that question from
Mine is Doc Strange.
It depends, because, like, you know, characters like Thor and Doctor Strange and all, they're cool characters, but then when you get into it, it's just like, they're so powerful that they make other superheroes completely irrelevant. You could technically tell me something, that doesn't mean you should, but yeah, tell us this wondrous bit of information that you just really can't seem to hold back in that shriveled old heart of yours. Go ahead, tell us something. Blow my fucking mind. What dimensions did I use for this room? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Can I join?
So this is 5. Wait, hold on. 3, 4, 5. 5, yeah. So this is the center block. That's what I thought. We need to keep that marked out. Let's use just some prismarine so that I can remember it. And obviously we'll go back and get rid of that lately. Also, sorry dude, no, this isn't a multiplayer stream.
I don't mean those words I said. I struggle with depression. Forgive. My name is Joel Laucard.
Alright. Anyway, yeah, I don't believe that for 1 second, but I also do not care. If you want to come off as, decent person, you don't need to apologize, you just need to correct yourself. Or at least stop actively encouraging a bad situation. I couldn't give a flying fuck about anything you do after the initial conversation happens. Alright, what do we need to do here? We need to go back and look at
Dante swear.
We need to go back and look at the reference images. Wait, hold on, let me look at that, because that was a really good angle of the barrier.
So you Dante care about me. How old are you?
Shit, dude, can you stop running around and let me actually see the gameplay? Wait. Damn, he flails around too much for me to be able to actively see the gameplay. And no, I don't, because you're a stranger on the internet.
I'm depressed.
Who isn't nowadays? Who isn't?
How old are you?
Yeah, that's been asked several times, and I'm not going to answer it every time people ask me that question.
I am not.
Love watching that number drop little by little. It's pretty nice.
I am new.
Yeah, I know, I haven't
You
seen you
got
around
5
these parts
viewers and
before.
2 of them are using depression for attention. So
Actually,
can on.
I had 6 viewers, but 3 of them just
Leave
kind
you
of
sad
dipped out.
scumbags. I'm 27481 years old.
It'd be so much easier if there were proper images of this room. I don't know how, despite all the images and pictures and shit on the internet.
In boomer years old.
I can't find one accurate
1 2
picture
3
of
4
this damn
5 6 7 8 9 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0 G G
If I
G
slow down the footage,
G
I'll actually be able to use this.
G G G G Hi am new G
And someone's about to get muted. Yeah, fun fact about spamming, when you do it, moderators, and indeed the owner of the stream,
I
has this
wanted
little
to do
ability
it.
where he can magically
I
make you
subbed
shut
and
the
liked.
fuck up. Sup, Abigail Jeffers. Thanks for the sub, I guess. But, yeah. Dude, there has to be a better image of this room on the internet. Also, as soon as we muted that guy, he disliked the video and, timed the fuck out, so, glad he enjoyed the stream. Man, these fucking people, dude. Alright.
Cool stream.
I slowed this video down too much to actually be able to see anything. I'm not gonna be able to do this room if I can't get... There has to be a better picture of this room, dude.
There's
there really
not a better
does.
picture of the room.
Not help room. Oh shit, there we go. That's actually a pretty good image. I might be able to... Oh, and there's actually like 2 of them right next to each other.
Look up vids and pause.
That's what I was doing, is looking up vids and pausing.
That's what I usually do.
But now I have something better. I have 2 pictures of the room. One from each angle. Alright, so now I know how to do this area. So right here, there's actually another, like, barrel. But it's a tall barrel.
Are you gonna make the hanging
Tall and
man?
thin. The hanging man isn't on this map. It's on Shino Numa. And that hanging man is Peter McCain, who, at least in the original timeline, was an American spy that was sent to Verrückt to spy on the Germans. Which is why Verrückt happened, because 4 Americans, one of which was Dempsey, invaded Verrückt to try and rescue Peter McCain. In fact, the arm that's on all the power switches in the original Call of Duty was Peter McCain's arm pulled through by element 115 into the timeline and just eternally trapped there. If there's one thing you should never do, it's challenge me to a Call of Duty lore match. Alright, so let's line up a pillar with the center of the room, starting here-ish. I forgot, how tall is each room? 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks tall, and then wall, or, not wall, then roof. So this is the roof. Well, yeah, I could have just looked at the roof right there. That was a bit of a smart play on my part. Yeah, and there's only one set, but they're in the middle. And then we have to add the support beams, which we'll do using... What type of slab did we do? Dark oak? Yeah, so we'll use dark oak slabs again for that. And then there's 3 pillars in the room, so we'll space them out. I'd say...
I feel like the first room should have more lanterns, but I could be wrong.
6 rooms. It might, but... Speaking of, actually, you know what, this would be a pretty good time. Too bad Bedrock changed it, so now you can't do this the easy way. You have to go through an entire fucking loading screen just to be able to do it. Because, literally, Minecraft Bedrock is doing exactly what Apple does with their updates, which is make something slowly worse by worse by worse, and that's not what I meant to do. Shit, where the fuck is it? Man, why do they change things that don't need changed? I swear. Like, where the hell did they even put it? Where is it even at? Always days off, do daylight cycles on. That's all I can do. I can't set it to nighttime. Or at least I don't know how to set it to nighttime anymore. Because rather than leave things the way they were, which was both easy, convenient, and effective, they decided, you know what, let's just keep changing shit for no reason, especially when it actively makes the game worse. Alright, whatever, let's just go fucking do this. We're just gonna have to wait for it to turn nighttime, because we literally can't set it. But now that daylight cycle is on, it should happen pretty fast, so we shouldn't have to wait too long for it to kick in. Oh shit, I gotta check my phone real quick. See if there's an update.
Yo.
Hold on, let me check chat real quick. Sup, Statical Phoenix. You must be Mega Taiga.
Hey Phoenix.
Shit, dude, she's been there for like 3 hours. Maybe more
Polo,
at this
you
point.
remember me, Doom?
Oh yeah, you've been in a lot of my streams. Shit. Alright, let's just keep working on this room. God damn. And then we're not going to add the railing to that staircase just because there's not an easy and effective way to do it and make it still look good. So it's just going to be like this. There isn't going to be a sidebar railing or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Even though there, you know, should be if you were going to be, I guess, accurate. But it doesn't matter. Because there's no way of doing it in a way that's aesthetically pleasing. And if it makes it look worse, then you're defeating the purpose of adding it. Is that good enough? Yeah, that's good enough. And since we've already marked out the center of the room, we can get rid of that. And then just
I see you still got your big brain, Doom.
I guess. Shit, dude. doesn't matter, let's just go back and look at the reference pictures again. Can't worry about that. There's nothing that can be done about it. And then I guess, how should we do this? Well, you know what, there's no way of, like, doing it proper, but, I mean, we can do it in, you know what, since it's that type of chair, I guess we'll just have to do it in the only way that we can. Let's do scaffolding, and then let's just put a back on it. There's nothing else I can do for the chair that's right there that'll, you know, make it look like a chair, so we're just gonna have to substitute and do that, which, you know, it's not great, but, I mean, that's where the chair is. There's not really much I can do about it besides put it there, or just leave the place empty, you know? Shit, and then we have to add all those lights later on, but you know what, that can wait. Shit, okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is 5 blocks between each pillar enough? Wait, no. Well, no, it's not 5 blocks between each pillar. It's 5 blocks between each staircase. Would that work? If we do it that way, it'll be that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it'll be 1, and then 1 again. So then the last
it's
pillar.
Caleb. Fuck going on.
Nothing's going on. And then I guess it'll be like that, and we can just do
Caleb.
5. And then just do this, and then we can have this be the wall, which will kind of force us to use these exact dimensions for the room, but I think that'll work out fine. I think we can fit it all into this size space, and having a blueprint will probably make it easier than if we just God damn it, what is the word I'm looking for? Fucking god damn it. I need to drink more. Okay, there we go. Then if we just,
Is this Lazarus I smell?
If we guess it. It's not. I gave up on Lazarus, as I told you before. Right now, I'm in my, my random main building world, which is, you know, where I build most of my stuff. Like, you can see in the background I have a town there and a town there that I built. There's a town there, but that's not really a great one because it was modeled off of my first ever survival world, so it, you know, it looks kind of bad. We have some random statue characters and just pixel art, and this is just a random building world. We have gas stations
Oh damn, I
over
feel
there.
stupid now.
Yeah, it's fine. But, yeah. I don't like that. It would have turned out so much better if I had done it right, but I got lazy midway through and just capped it off, so now it looks like shit. Originally it was going to look really good, but like I said, I got lazy in the middle of building it, so now it looks fucking garbage. And it's just gonna be a piece of fucking garbage that's constantly in my world. But, I mean, the effort it would take to remove the fucking thing would be so much, it would just be so much for such a fucking
Why did you give up on Lazarus? You worked so hard on it.
It just didn't fit. I couldn't find a way to make it fit. No matter how hard I tried, no matter how many times I looked for an explanation, a rationale, some form of reasoning behind it, I couldn't find a way to fit the collar inside of a world that contains modern technology. I tried time after time after time, and each time the end result was always the same. Once you add modern technology, the use of actual, you know,
Hi, my name is Tania.
becomes completely irrelevant. It just becomes the modern age, basically. What's up, TSC Life?
Woo's up, Tania?
It's not that modern worlds with mystic elements can't work. I mean, we're building fucking Noctura and Toten, which was from one of the best examples of a modern setting that knows how to use magic right, but the way that I was building the world and the world that I was building based off the blueprints I made didn't match up with Lazarus. It didn't work out. So I had to give up on the project. Because again, no matter how hard I try, it always came back to the same thing.
I just found your live randomly.
I mean, yeah, that always happens. There's always a few people who just kind of stumble in. Shit, I need to check again.
That's usually the case. Emoji face with stuck out tongue.
No, I shouldn't text. It'll just make it worse. Oh, there's nothing I can do to help, so I should just fuck around and just fucking distract myself.
Oh, okay.
Nothing we can do about that. Nothing.
What you doing?
That. So let's just work on this. We're building Nocturne Totem, which is just a random German bunker that was overrun due to some failed 935 experiments. You know how it do be like that sometimes. And then we'll worry about finishing that room later.
Building okay.
Because if we don't get the downstairs done, shit, speaking of downstairs, we should probably do this real quick.
What is your name?
Yeah, you don't need to know my name, because you are just a random fucking person on the internet, so, yeah, next question, please. But, yeah, we should, shit.
Oh, okay. Bradley, you sound extra depressed today. What happened?
You are the definition of absolute. You are the definition of absolute undermining, undercutting everything. Oh my fucking god! I'm about to fucking hit myself with a card. Jesus fucking Christ! But nah.
Laughing.
My god! Oh my god!
That is not me.
What a fucking genius, dude.
LOL.
Caleb, you're such a fucking disappointment. I'm sorry. But you really are. That was so fucking poorly timed.
Good job, Caleb. Laugh.
God damn it. But no, my day's been fine. Like, my day isn't the problem. You know, like, I've been having a fucking perfectly fine day, which is honestly part of the problem at this point. Fucking A, dude. Anyway, chances are that, at least at one point in this stream, I'm about to say something hella offensive.
I would subscribe to you, but the videos you post are things I don't know about.
I mean, all I really post are, well, nowadays, is just Minecraft live streams. I stopped posting all my other types of videos.
Hello.
Sup, Rigby. Now it's just Minecraft Survival and Minecraft Creative, at least until I find
Who's up, Rigby?
another game I can play. Although, when Doom 2020 comes out, or Doom Eternal, I guess, I might be down to play that.
It's Rigby.
Like, record that. Like, I'm already gonna play it, but I might be down to record that if you guys want to watch that. Because that game does look like it's gonna be pretty good. I know that the 2016 one was pretty good, so I don't know why this one wouldn't be. Bruh.
Isu du Brassel.
Seeing all the poor little Christian boomers getting upset because Doom has demons in it was so funny. It's like, yeah, your entire religion talks about demons are bad, but
nice to meet you.
A game about killing demons, it must be encouraging demonic worship. Because, you know, that makes sense. A game about hating demons is totally preaching the message demons are good. Fucking Christians, man. Fucking Christians.
Bye, but nice to meet you.
Yeah, see ya.
VR.
Let's do this. Fill this in. Fucking hey, dude.
You're Christine Doom.
That's funny. The only part of me that believes in God is the part of me that deep down fears that in the end we're gonna burn. But that part of me is getting deleted day by day. Because let me tell you, if there is a God, he's decided to be pretty fucking lazy, hasn't he? God was doing a hell of a job back in World War II to save all those Jews, didn't he? He did a hell of a job stopping the Black Plague from wiping out a third of humanity, didn't he? He did a hell of a job stopping all those terrorists from slaughtering hundreds of people in the name of a God who, according to Christians, doesn't exist. So, nice job on that. He literally preaches one of his 10 commandments about how thou shalt not put other gods before me. But then when a religion comes around that kills people in the name of a God, he's all, yeah, nah, man, I'ma just chill.
Cha.
We all want to believe there's a God who cares about us.
Why are you foreign?
Look at the evidence, mate. Because there's 3 points going against it, and, well, barely even a single point going towards it at this point. This room's gonna take forever to fill in. Well, actually, no, it's not. We almost got it. Decorating it might be a bit difficult, but other than that, it'll be pretty, non-problematic to deal with.
Doom, you should become Egyptian. Them gods will treat you right.
Hell, if you believe in the ancient Egyptians, according to them, the reason the Nile was flooding on a regular basis, because, in case you didn't know this, the Nile, unlike certain rivers across the world, has a perfect cycle, or at least it used to before humanity fucked it up. It would always flood around the exact same time of year, to the point where their entire society had a bureaucracy where they'd know exactly when it was the perfect time to farm. Their society had the perfect agricultural system going. So, I mean, yeah, according to them, their gods did appear to treat them right. Problem with the Egyptians is that every 30 years or so, they would break down all the old temples because the new guy in charge would tell them all the old gods were false and that it was these new ones they should care about. The Egyptians have dozens and dozens of lost gods that were, appeared in their pantheon but then disappeared because the guy in charge was murdered and everyone else was just like, yo, now that he's gone, y'all want to, abandon that idea? And people were just like, fuck it, I'm in. But no, as much as I'd like to believe in a god, any god, logically, it does not appear that one exists, so,
Me and my homie were recording Doki Doki Literature Club, but we only recorded one day and now he ghosting me. Feels bad, man.
Big oof, dude. Big oof. I can't get a good image of this side of the room, though. I'm having a hard time. But there is a shelf in that corner. I know that much from the from the picture. Is that there's a shelf, right here.
R.I.P.
But I can't. I need another picture of this room, one from a slightly different angle. Come on, just give me one good image of this side of the room, so that I know where to put things like the radio and stuff. There has to be at least one good image on the internet. All these fuckers who took That's straight up sus. Dude, all these pictures of the fucking mystery box and not one of the actual... Fuck it, we'll work on that side of the room afterwards.
L-I-K-E.
I don't know what to, Honestly, this project is becoming difficult as hell. Not even because it should be difficult, but just because apparently there's no fucking images of this entire, chunk of this map. It's like the world just completely forgot that this map existed. Literally every single picture looks like this.
SUBSCRIBE.
It's just them crammed
Hi.
with their head directly against the mystery box, and that's all it is. That's all it is. That's what every other image is. You look up Nocturne Toad
Yes.
Help Room, and it's nothing but pictures of the fucking mystery box. The thing that
Who's
has
up,
appeared on
Daddy?
every map. We might have to... Man, Mob of the Dead is another one that I considered building a while back, but that's also too big.
Hey,
I don't
Daddy.
want to do projects where I can't do the exterior too, because if I can't
Laugh.
fix up the exterior, then it kind of defeats the
Hi.
purpose of doing the map.
Yami escribi.
I don't speak fucking chicken scratch. Speak English or don't speak at all. I don't need fucking mecha voice over here going Chim Karute. I need to fucking be able to tell what
Hi.
people saying. Sup, Umbrine life. But yeah, I really don't know how we're gonna do the rest of this room, because I can't find actual accurate pictures of this room.
Who's up, Umbrian?
And without like an accurate layout of this
Ooga
room, there's
booga
nothing I
hack
can
true.
do.
I forgot what TIE we're building.
Alright, let's go back and look up another picture of this room.
Nakter Untoten.
Damn it. Stupid controller.
Oh yay.
That's a reimagined image, so that's not gonna help us. Can we get a picture of the actual map? That's not even a picture of Nocturne Toten, that's a picture of fucking Origins, but okay. I'm glad the name Nocturne Toten and the name Origins are so
I
easy
am from
for the
Brazil
internet
and
to
I don't
confuse.
understand anything you speak.
And yet you are commenting in English. And acknowledge the fact that I commented on the language you are speaking. So clearly you do understand some of the language that I'm speaking, don't you? Come on, there's gotta be one
Maybe
picture
he's
of this
using
room.
Google Translate.
He is, but then he wouldn't have even, like, known that I commented on the fact that he was speaking a different language if he didn't understand anything I was saying. So, nah, he's just a damn liar. Or at the very least, brain dead. Come
Okay.
on. There's gotta be a picture of this room somewhere.
Okay.
Also, he started out by saying hello. That was his first word. So, I mean, it's possible that he went into Google Translate, but at the same
The
time...
homie who I want to
let's
play
be honest.
Doki Doki with is talking to my group chat and just ignoring me.
Yeah, I guess that does kind of suck, don't it? Just put more candles right there. There really isn't anything I can do without being able to accurately tell what the map looks like. Like, I can't keep working on it.
RIP.
Like, until the internet gets better pictures of this damn room, I'm stuck.
Do you play Free Fire?
Wait, hold on, let's think about this. Because after we build this map, we're going to have to move on to something else. But yeah, there's nothing else I can do in this episode, or this live stream, I mean. We're just going to have to wait. Because without a picture of the map, I can't keep working. Although we actually can raise this area up one and fix that problem. But yeah, other than that, we're probably not going to be
I
able to
had
do
a
anything
pink
else
sheep
this
and it
stream.
died by a creeper. Emoji crying face.
Yeah, pink sheeps are kind of rare, ain't they? I had a charged creeper in one of my old worlds, like back before you
R.I.P.
could use tridents to turn normal creepers. And he spawned because one of my friends set it to peaceful once, which was pretty
I
oof
will
because
be
that was
right
an actual
back.
naturally spawning charged creeper. Of course, now that there's tridents, it doesn't matter, you know, you can make charged creepers any day of the week, but back then it was a pretty big oof. But yeah, we're just gonna have to work on the map another day, because there's nothing else I can do in here right now. There's a bunch of decorations that need to go over here, plus there's a wall barrier that meets right here, and there's another barrier that goes right here, but I can't actually work on those yet. So we're just gonna have to wait on that. Well, actually, you know what? Seeing as this isn't an exact copy of Nocturne and we have the ability to use some creative liberty, let's add some creative liberty to this
just
map.
lie down now, probably not gonna sleep, just listen to music, laughing rip.
Because Nocturne is one of the maps where it doesn't actually explain why any of the zombies are here. Like, yeah, it's a German bunker, but if I remember correctly, there isn't any reference to what actually caused the outbreak. Like, there's just no, there's no reference to 115 on the map. Or even any references to 935 or any sort of experimentation. In all honesty, it just looks like a normal German bunker that was overrun. So I guess it would probably make sense to add something to the map to explain why
Caleb.
Things that usually only appear in areas ripe with 115 abuse have, you know, appeared in the middle of what was honestly probably France, if you think about it. Like, yeah, it's a German bunker, but in all honesty, it was Nocturne is probably in France, not Germany. But
send a save to my cousin Jacinto Milk here in the river.
Yeah, okay. But in any case, we should add something to this map. So, by adding, you know, perk machines, right? By adding, that one, which isn't an actual in-game perk, and by adding, Mule Kick to the map, we're essentially acknowledging perk machines, which would, you know, only appear in areas with, you know, 115 experimentation. Oh shit, hold on, I gotta check this out real quick.
Jacinto Lidaki no rego. It was backing slowly.
Alright, well I didn't get a response, so we'll just set the phone down real quick and keep working. Anyway, by acknowledging perk machines, we're essentially acknowledging that this has to have some form of experimentation going on. Well, no, we're not, because there's, you know, there's also the rifts, right? So what we'll do to kind of add to the map, right? Since this is just a random German bunker, and it has no connections to 935 or, Broken Arrow or anything like that, we should add something to the map,
I have to go, it was a pleasure to meet you, but perk machines weren't in the first ACactoosAppears der UNT.
No, they weren't. However, in the remake in Black Ops 1, there was Mule Kick, only Mule Kick, however. However, due to the way Minecraft works, and due to the fact that you can only build in squares in Minecraft, we had to take creative liberties building the staircase in this room. Doing that meant that the upstairs room right here needed to be wider, which is why I added a second perk machine. I added the first one down here to add more to the map than just having it be as empty as it is in the normal version, because I want the map to look fuller, more enjoyable to look around through. And since we've already added 2 perk machines, we might as well add a reason for them to be here. Which, since we're not going to add any 935 connections, the best explanation we could use is either to add something causing by one of the quantum rifts created by 115 during all the experimentation that happened through the games, or adding a pylon here, because there is a theory that Nocturne actually held a pylon. So we can either add a pylon to the map, which would explain why it appears in Nocturne, or why it appears in transit, and why you build the transit pylon in the location you do, or we could just explain it away with riffs. Because the pylon theory does legitimately make a lot of sense, we're going to add another perk machine down in this room to give this room
What's a pylon?
a bit more depth, and then we'll build one of the pylons. The pylons were part of Richtofen and Maxis's plan in Black Ops 2. In each of the core 3 maps, you either build a pylon for Richtofen, or you build one for Maxis. If you build all 3 pylons for Richtofen, Richtofen gains, like, ultimate control. If you build all 3 pylons for Maxis, Maxis destroys the universe and creates a new one where he can live with his daughter. If you want to go from a canonical, point of view, Origins takes place directly after Buried, after Maxis gains control of the pylons, uses it to erase reality, and start over. Basically, what Origins is it's the alternate timeline Maxis created in an attempt to see his daughter again that didn't work out right. Of course, that's how it used to be before Black Ops 3 took a giant shit on the storyline. But I don't count Black Ops 3 or 4, so we're going with the original timeline. And I will 100% never count Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4. Because the timeline made so much more sense and was so much more interesting before Black Ops 3 took a massive shit on it. Anyway, so yeah, we're adding another perk machine to the map. But yeah, Nocturne Toten is in transit, you build a pylon in transit, and basically one of the going theories is that...
Didn't you do something for Nikolai in transit? Or
No.
was that another map?
You do not do anything for Nikolai in transit. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You're having a borderline stroke.
Wait, in thinking of someone else, I think not Nikolai.
All you do in transit is either build a pylon for Richtofen or build the pylon for Maxis. That's all you do. That's the entire point of the map. You either build a pylon for Richtofen or you build a pylon for Maxis. There's not anything else to it. And then let's add... let's see...
But what are pylons?
I'm not gonna... It's too complicated to explain. Especially when you're not... Like, they're like these towers, basically. Like, the pylons are like... They're these towers that, for whatever reason, I don't remember, allow you to amplify the power of the MPD device. I don't remember the canonical reason why, or why I don't remember anything like that, but yeah, you build one on Transit, one on Die-Rise, and one on Buried. And in order to get either the Richtofen ending or the Maxis ending of the zombie storyline, you have to either build all 3 for Richtofen or build all 3 for Maxis. With obviously, if I remember correctly, it's Stuhlinger is leading the Richtofen side of things, and I think it was Rustman who was leading the Maxis group, but I don't really remember. And then Stuhlinger, if I remember correctly, he was able to hear Richtofen because he was... Well, no, I remember 100% correctly. Stuhlinger was able to hear Richtofen because he was part of the Flesh, which was the group that used to eat zombies. Although I don't remember why Rustman could hear Maxis. But, it has been a long time, so there are a few gaps in my memory. But yeah, I don't remember why Rustman could hear Maxis, but Stuhlinger could hear Richtofen because Stuhlinger used to eat zombies. But yeah, that's what you do throughout most of Black Ops 2 Zombies, is just, you know, building the pylons and whatnot. I might take a slight break real quick. I'm gonna make this taller. And then instead of that design, I'm gonna try and think of a better looking design. No, I think I know what to do. Let's grab... No, I don't like that design either. Alright, you know what? I know what to do. Ooh, but my, oh god. Yeah, I know what to do. Let's just grab, polish, like that, and then let's add a button to one side and strip to the other. Let's grab, you know what, dark wood button will work. That wasn't the one I was actually gonna grab, but it'll work just fine. And then let's just do that to connect it into the wall. Make it look like some piping. I think this design will look better than the other one. Look more refined than just a giant sort of square. Let's see. I'll be right back. I have to go AFK.
Also, the pylon on transit was a reference to the biblical Tower of Babel. Was it really? That's interesting. Yeah. Hey, who's playing on Minecraft? Me MF'd for 1 second. Can you put a cow in front of you? No, because MFG, I can when I get back to the mic. How old are you? Oh. Old enough to see stars be born and I, to see lives blink away. Old enough to see men fall and rise. Now stop asking that question. I am 4 years old. Hes 29.
Also, I told you that motherfucker spoke English. Y'all was all, maybe he's using Google Translate. Nah, dude, that kid speaks English. Anyway, let's keep working on this map. So yeah, shit, I forgot to mute that. But, yeah. Honestly, there's... Like, we're gonna take a little break.
Don't give his information away.
We're gonna take a tiny little break for just 1 second from working on that. We really need to work on the outside, but let's actually finish the inside of the building
smile.
before we work on the main part of it. Because, you know, we need to finish the interior before we switch to the exterior, but we're gonna take a little break for a minute, because I kind of want to, like, explain some things, right? So, the reason that we are just kind of, you know, building Noctra and Toten instead of working on Lazarus is because, like I said, right, like, the zombie storyline is one that managed to solve the problem that I couldn't. It managed to fit mystic elements into a modern day setting in a way that made sense. It also managed to use time travel in a way that was consistent and honestly enjoyable, without giving into the whole fate is real thing, which, you know, when you look at most time travel stories, they end up giving into that. Because the way most time travel stories work is time is unchangeable, or time is super changeable, so we need to not change anything. You know, those are the two big archetypes for time travel stories. The zombie storyline didn't give into either of those. It does not say that fate is, like, real. It doesn't say time is unchangeable. Time gets changed all the time. It acknowledges free will to the volition that it is, while at the same time not giving into the whole change one thing and suddenly you have to spend forever trying to course correct. It manages to use time travel in a way that, you know, is consistent and doesn't just cheese itself, and it managed to use mystic and modern elements in a world where it made sense consistently and logically. It also had a lot of real-life inspiration from shit like Hitler's actual obsession with magic and stuff. So it was just a generally good story. So seeing as we're kind of bored with Lazarus...
Till Black Ops 3 came around.
Yeah, till Black Ops 3 came around, and the head of the storyline was just like, yeah, so remember that, like, 8-year span we spent where we were, you know, setting up this massive timeline that made a lot of sense and, you know, abided by the laws of physics?
Are you about to do real place when you get done with the world?
What do you mean, am I about to do a real place? And can you elaborate a little bit? So I think we should put the barrier, like, right here. It won't be, like, perfect.
I meant to say role play. Hi.
Nah, this isn't gonna be a roleplay world or anything. I'm just, shit, what the fuck was that? Yeah, no, it doesn't have any, like, role-playing or elements like that or anything. I'm just building this because, this is my main building world, and I just like to build stuff in it, you know? I got a little bit bored of survival, I streamed it a lot. Had one stream that was especially, not that enjoyable to do, and now I'm just kind of chillaxing in my main building world. Which, you know, this is a really old world, so you have some things like that, or, I mean, this town right here, that were built a long time ago, so they look like shit. And then you have stuff like this that were built more recently, so, you know, they have more care, more effort, they're more elaborate, they look significantly better.
Oh.
You know? But yeah, I don't have any plans to actually work with it. Right now, we're just kind of building because we need something to do.
I stopped playing Fortnite for Minecraft.
I guess great. I don't know what you want me to say. Do you want me to congratulate you? Like, just a little tunnel, so it doesn't really need to be too elaborate. I mean, eventually we'll go back and add details to it, but for now it'll just be this. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. But yeah, no, the zombie storyline originally was actually really good because it managed to take what, you know, it managed to take a premise that I spent years trying to work out and make work, and it managed to do it in a successful manner. It was truly a fucking excellent thing. It's a shame what Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 did to that timeline. Because the original timeline really was one of the most amazing things in video game history. It really was. You had people spend hours and hours picking over maps, trying to figure it out. And then once everything came together, I mean, it was so elaborate.
I hate Black Ops 4.
So much stuff. Like, there were so many minor details that most people don't even notice.
Black Ops 2 had so much hype.
Like, they put so much effort into the original timeline before Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 came in. Even the witch from Buried, it took like, there's a 30-minute long explanation for the history of that witch and why she exists and what happened to her and just what happened to Buried. And a lot of people don't even notice stuff like the fact that Buried is an American town from the 1800s that isn't in America.
It was, in my opinion, one of the best COD games.
Through time and slammed into a mining rig. But most people don't really notice that when they're just playing, you know? They're like, oh, this is weird, why is this town underground? And they just assume they're in the middle of the Midwest. But no, you're in the middle of like, a different continent in an 1800s town that no longer exists. And people just don't really notice, like, all the small details that go into stuff like that. Because, yeah, like, literally Buried, like, even down to the witch has a massive,
I still love COD Ghosts.
COD Ghosts, I wouldn't say it was an underrated game, because it definitely had its flaws, but I would definitely say that it got a bit more hate than it deserved. Like, yeah, the AI was really buggy, so the campaign was kind of, And Extinction wasn't, you know, amazing, but, you know, they tried something new. They wanted to do something unique, and they, you know, they tried. Can't give them too much hell for it. They just couldn't compete. They wanted to try and compete with Black Ops 2,
was actually alright.
But yeah, man, the original zombie timeline. You know, if you watch, there's a really old video.
My brother played Extinction.
Really old video. I don't even know
we beat it a
if
few
you'll still be able
times.
to find it here on YouTube. It's like a 10-hour long video that goes over the full timeline from World at War through Black Ops 2. It came out before Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 fucked the timeline. And it's like a 10-hour video that goes and explains the lore piece by piece, that builds up the full timeline of events from beginning to end. And it's absolutely massive. And it's absolutely amazing. 3 games, barely any cutscenes, barely anything else. The closest thing they really had to cutscenes was, you know, the Origins cutscene, or, you know, the comic book cutscenes from Black Ops 2.
What do you think of the new COD?
Story. I mean, which one? There's a bunch of new CODs. They come out with a new one, like, every year. If you mean Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, I mean, they're both bad. Black Ops 3 took the zombies timeline and made it shit. It took the campaign and made it shit. It took the multiplayer and made it average. You know, not great, but not the worst thing ever. And then Black Ops 4 got rid of Modern Warfare. That's not new, though. It's just a remake. Like, it's literally just a remake of an older game. You can't call that shit new. They literally just picked up Modern Warfare and changed a few colors, updated it to modern graphics, and then re-released it. Like, that shit ain't new, bro. Anyway, because of the way we did this map, I'm thinking what we'll do for this bit is we'll block this off using a shelving area, rather than having it cover the actual stairs. I think that'll just kind of work better, seeing as we've already kind of, let me do that, we've already kind of changed the width. And then let's add the pillar right here, and then add the,
Have you actually played it? The campaign is completely different. How can you not say it's new?
Because it's just a remake.
Yeah, they kept the same name.
They put it out. The only reason they called it Modern Warfare, and the only reason they put it out as, you know, the Modern Warfare remaster, is to try and get old COD fans to buy it. It's Activision scrambling to get money by exploiting nostalgia. So yeah, I'm not gonna consider it new. It's nothing but a cheat. A desperate attempt by Activision's part to make back all the money they lost from Destiny. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna consider it new, even if it does have a new campaign. If they wanted to have it actually be considered its own thing, they wouldn't have called it Modern Warfare. They would have tried to do something unique. They're just trying to exploit the nostalgia.
I respect your opinion, but do not agree.
Anyway, again, there's not really anything else we can do to this room without better images, and we can't really move on to up here. So we're probably gonna have to cut short this one, at least for now, because we can't really add anything else, just because there's just not enough pictures of the map. And, you know, we could rough draft it, you know, we could, but at the same time, I'd rather make as few altercations to the map as we can. Like, there's a few things I'm doing to make the map look better in Minecraft, because, you know, when you're working in only cubes, you kind of do have to change a few things around to make the map kind of flow better and work better. But I'm trying to change as few things as possible. So I'd rather not finish off that room right now. I'd rather, like, wait until I can find a better image of it to model the design after. Although we actually probably should fill this in, because this does kind of need done. Shit. Yeah, the creative theme, dude, like, this is one of the only 2 songs that plays in creative, and because it's always the same 2 songs, they're so ingrained in my memory that at this point I've grown sick of hearing them. But at the same time, it's kind of better than hearing pure silence, so it's just kind of, you know. Like, if I weren't streaming, I would just turn off the music and I'd just be, you know, like, playing my own music, but since I'm actually, like, streaming, I'm just gonna, you know, let the music play in the background so that you guys aren't listening to pure silence in between, talking points, because I know that would be pretty boring. And yeah, I noticed that we're making a lot of, mistakes and holes and stuff, but, we're just kind of roughing it right now. But that's very impractical, so I'm going to stop doing it that way. Even if it does seem faster at first, it's not. It's really not. So let's just fucking take it slow and actually fill this in. Although there actually is 1 or 2 things I might add. So, to the outside, like right here, or right out here, I'm probably going to add like a tank or one of those military trucks, because if you guys remember, back in the Lazarus world, I have a bunch of different designs for tanks and jeeps and stuff that we can use. So, you know, we have plenty of different designs and stuff like that. So, we'll add a few vehicles around the map, exterior, just to liven the place up a bit, make it look more like a proper build rather than just a runoff. Oh yeah, we have to add the gas barrels too, don't we? That you can shoot to blow up. But we're not gonna, like, space them out just like they are on the actual map. That's unnecessary. We'll just kind of space a few out across the map. I wonder. Honestly, speaking of Black Ops 4, though, Like, Black Ops 4, ignoring the fact that it continues to butcher the original Zombies timeline even more than Black Ops 3 did, it basically had no new maps. Like, the Chaos, like, okay, let me rephrase that. The Chaos maps were original, right? Like, the Chaos storyline maps, they were original, but none of the Aether maps were original. Every fucking one of them was a remake. Like, they've gotten so lazy recently. They really have. Map 1 is literally Mob of the Dead. Fucking Map 2, literally 5. Map 3, literally Nuketown. Map 4, literally Call of the Dead. Like, they've gotten so lazy. It's kind of disgusting. But, I mean, you can't blame them. Activision did cut their budget to hell. I'd cut corners if my budget were literally cut, too. Alright, so if I remember correctly, we're doing the wall to this height. So let's build the framework for the wall real quick. And then, obviously, we're gonna, like, everywhere inside the wall, we're gonna fill in with decorations, right? We're gonna change the grass to be a more muddied up color, more dirty looking, more grimy, you know, more war-torn. We'll add a few vehicles, some barrels, transports, anything else that we really need to add to make the map, just to make the map better, you know? And then, obviously, we have to add the crashed plane, because otherwise, you know, where would the survivors be? But yeah, everywhere inside the wall, we'll fill in with some decorations and stuff to make the map flow better. As for the exterior, let me wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. As for like anything outside of the walls, we're not gonna put any effort into making those detailed, because you know we're not gonna terraform like half the map just so that people from inside this building have a good view. You know, like we'll put in the effort to make what's part of the map look good. But this is just one map that we're building, you know, like, we're not gonna completely terraform our entire world, or like a 20 chunk area around the place, just to make this one tiny little map, flow better, you know, like, that would be excessive, to an unprecedented amount, honestly. And then, honestly, we can just, like, come right here. Man, I'm saying, honestly, a bit much right now. We might also have to change the layout for this area a tiny bit, but not in a way that will, you know, take away from the map quality too much or anything like that. And then obviously any errors we make when we fill in this little bit right here, like, it's been a long time since I've seen this area, but like, if there's a window right here, we'll go back and add that later, you know, we'll fix any, we'll fix some of the inconsistencies when it comes to stuff like that. Other than that, I think we should probably call it for this stream at this point. It was a pretty good distraction temporarily, but it's not enough to distract me, honestly. So, and there's not anything else we can do right now without having access to a better picture of the map. So yeah, we're gonna cut the stream short after I add a few blocks in here to spruce up the floor and texture and stuff real quick, just so that the place doesn't get too stale looking. Damn, having a broken controller sucks. Trying to fill in these holes is so annoying. Then let's add some andesite into the floor as well. Dude, it's so hard to fill in these holes because he just starts randomly walking backwards. Or, like, I just randomly start walking backwards because my controller's so fucked. Alright, actually, you know, let's add one more under here. Alright, but yeah, after that, we're calling the stream here. Which, let's see, how long was this one? It couldn't have been more than an hour. Alright, but yeah, so we're gonna end the stream here. Hope y'all enjoyed.